everybody, welcome to my channel Cooking with Elisa. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're a return subscriber, thank you for your love and support. Today I will be making Chinese long donut, or in Cambodian we call it Cha Kwai. I figured out a way how to make the dough rise in 30 minutes instead of 24 hour or 1 hour. So if you want to know how I did this, please continue watching. Thank you. Okay, first we are going to start by activating our yeast, and here I have half a cup of warm water, and I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of sugar. This will activate the yeast, and stir it for the sugar to dissolve, and then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of the yeast into the cup, and then stir it, and then let it activate for about 3 to 5 minutes or so. Okay, and just let that set aside. So in a mixing bowl, we are going to add 3 cups of all-purpose flour, and any kind of brand will work. I just happen to have Rayleigh's brand, so I'm using 3 cups of the flour. Then add 3/4 teaspoon of the salt, and then add 200 milliliter of warm water. I use warm water because I figure this will help the yeast to rise more quickly. Continue to mix the flour and the salt, and then after that you're going to add in your yeast and the sugar mixture into the flour, and then give that a good kneading. I knead for about 3.5 minutes or so. Okay, after that you're going to get something to cover it. I'm using aluminum foil, and before we let it sit in the oven for 30 minutes, we are going to put this in a warm water bath. It's kind of warm towards hot, so basically it's hot water. It's not too hot. It's hot water that way you can touch. So I let this sit in the water for about 30 minutes or so, and this is a secret to making my dough rise in 30 minutes instead of 1 hour. Okay, and then you put enough water so the container kind of float up, so that's when I know when to stop. So after 30 minutes, this is my dough, and this is how it looks like. Okay, so it expands double side. It's good. It works. Okay, now we are ready to roll and cut the dough. Put a little flour onto the cutting board, and then make sure to remove all the dough and roll into a log first. There's many ways of doing this. I am going to roll into a log, and then I going to cut it into 6 pieces. I realize cut them into 6 pieces, working them small in section is easier for me. So people might divide into 4. For me, I figured do it in 6 because my cutting board is a little bit small. Okay, and then you just kind of estimate how much each dough is divided equally. So just kind of guess. You don't have to be 100% accurate. And if you want, you can use the scale. Okay, and then I'm going after I divide them into 6, I just work with 1 piece at a time. Okay, so and I put the rest back inside the bowl. And the trick to this nom Cha Kwai is that you don't want to roll it too thin or too thick, because if you roll it too thick, your Cha Kwai is going to taste a little bit doughy. And if you roll it too thin, it doesn't expand. So kind of play around with it. And this is how I roll mine, about that thin right there. So I didn't use anything to measure, but you kind of figure out by looking at it, right? So yeah, just roll about that thickness. There you go. Okay, then, get a knife or get whatever sharp, and you're going to cut this. Okay, try to cut them as even as possible. I cut mine about an inch apart, maybe an inch and a half or so. That much, okay? Maybe that's 2 inch. I'm not sure, but you can see about that much, okay? And then the two side, I just basically put that with the other dough. Okay, and you could do it a little at a time, or you can do it all at once. It's up to you. But I figure I do it a little at a time. So get a skewer stick like this, dip it in water, and then make a line in between half, and then get the other section and put on top. And then we are going to dip the skewer in water again, and we are going to press down. Okay, I noticed, don't press too hard. Just press it gently, because when you press it too hard, when I fry it, it didn't expand very well. Okay, so just do it gently, and then we're ready to fry. So I put a chopstick in the oil. This would tell me my oil is ready when it bubble. Okay, and then before you put it, kind of pull a little bit. And then the trick to frying this, you don't want your heat to be too high. You want about medium towards medium low, because when I try to fry with medium high heat, I didn't get my dough kind of expand, or not expand evenly. It cooked too fast. But with the medium low heat, it cooked evenly, and it's allowed to become crispy. But with the high heat, I noticed it get golden brown fast, but it's not crispy. Okay, we are going to fry this until it turned golden brown, and that's the color you want to remove it. Okay, remove it, put it in the basket, let it drain all the oil out, and then you can eat this with condensed milk, with pho, with katil, with babao, or congee, or rice porridge. This is a very easy and fast recipe for those who does not want to wait 24 hours or 1 hour to make Cha Kwai, like myself. I want it now. I don't want to wait 24 hours. So I was pretty excited, able to figure how to do this, and it turned out very delicious. As you can see here, it's nice and hollow. You can see the hollow, and also a little bit spongy. And if you let it cool down a little bit more, it become a little bit more crispier, because when when it's still warm, it's kind of soft. So there you go, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you know anybody who would learn how to make Cha Kwai in 30 minutes, please share this video with them. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, and if you want more of my video or more of my recipe, please hit subscribe so you get the notification. Until then, thank you very much for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.